What's going on, everybody? This is David coming to you from the AirTrack Showroom, and today I'm going to teach you how to pack and fold in AirTrack. If you're looking on a video on how to fold something bigger like the 16 Pros or the 20 Pros, no worries, you can check that out right here. Today we're going to go over how to fold an AirTrack 10. Some quick orders of business right before we start is explaining how our AirTrack valve system works. All right, so there's this little pin here. There's an in position and an out position. Every time you inflate and deflate, you're gonna wanna have this pin in the out position. So if I press it, that is the in position. The out position pushed out, and then we're able to plug in our hose for inflation and deflation. If you have an electric pump, it's gonna look something like this. It's always gonna come with one of these hoses. Okay, so if we're gonna inflate, it's gonna go into the edge of the egg shape just like this. Now, if you wanna deflate, same thing, just opposite. Plug it into this side, deflate, ready to go. This is the AirTrack 10. This is what we're gonna practice folding up. First, let's deflate it. Making sure that my pin is in the out position. It is. Insert, and let's turn on the hose. All right, so something to note here. The electric pump's gonna start making a different noise once all the air has been sucked out. Now, while leaving it on, go ahead and remove the hose immediately. By removing the hose first, you're able to keep the maximum vacuum in the AirTrack so that it's easier to fold up. If, for example, you happen to turn the pump off, then take the hose out, some air is still gonna be flowing back inside. So just to eliminate that, just remove the hose while the pump is still going. All right, so next, what I'm gonna do to make this easier on myself is I'm actually gonna flip it over. Now, folding up the AirTrack 10s especially is incredibly easy. However, I'm gonna show you a few tips that you can do just to make your life a little bit easier if you're ever trying to transport it for like a public session, like at a park, or use it as a slip and slide at a pool or something like that. With each purchase of one of our AirTrack products, you're gonna receive a carrying case that looks a little something like this. Now, inside is of course gonna be your AirTrack folded up all nice and neat, but some other things as well. One of those things is gonna be what I like to call the sleeping bag, right? So we'll get to this in a second. This is basically what our AirTrack folds nice into before it goes in the bag. And then you're gonna receive one of these. This is just to keep the pressure consistent while it's rolled up. And then finally, one of these bands, all right? Additionally, you can use these to wrap around your AirTrack once you're done folding it up. So let's just get to that right now. I'm gonna roll from this end going over to here. And I like to lay this out at the end because I know I'm gonna use it to tie down my roll afterwards. Gonna lift this up and just lay this down flat. Roll it back over. Now I'm gonna hop over to the opposite end and start rolling. Something also to note here is if you start really small, most likely you're gonna end up with a really, really tight roll. So check this out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start here, get a really tight roll, corner to corner, and just start going from there. So from here, I like to have my hands on the edges right here to make sure that basically that everything lines up, and then I can adjust if I need to along the way. So keeping pressure consistent. Valve, I wanna roll last just to keep the longevity of your product. So basically, once I'm done rolling, the least amount of pressure is gonna be on this valve pretty much at all time while it's stored. Now, once I'm done rolling here, because I set myself up for success, I have my band at the end waiting for me. Clip, sleeping bag on, tied a little knot here, inside carrying case, boom, just like that, ready for transport. Additionally, if you do have any other questions, go ahead and drop it in the comments below. Happy to answer those. For future videos, go ahead and subscribe to AirTrack. Go ahead and follow us also on Instagram and Facebook at AirTrack_official. All right, take it easy, guys.